boys and girls, let's get ready to Christie. Welcome to the Hodgepodge, where we're going to be doing Agatha Christie. So, what are you doing, computer? It's suddenly churned up the little loady icon. I haven't clicked anything. Don't be a dick. Ho ho, hello there, computer. I think you forgot the redeemable. If you were intending to apply the redeemable, at least. Because there is no redeemable appearing. And it should do. Oh, you want to save your redeems. I see. For multi-obi. I see. I see the plan coming together in your mind now. Oh, that is deafening. Welcome, Mr. Luboosh. Welcome this afternoon. You can be welcome this evening as well, but for right now, you're welcome this afternoon. You weren't welcome in the morning, though. But that's because I wasn't online. But I could have welcomed you in the morning if you needed a welcome in the morning. Anyway, what is Auntie Aggie solving today? I will be solving the ABC murders. This is my ABC of murders. You axe them, you bludgeon them, and then you choke them. Despite the fact that they're probably already dead by the axing and the bludgeoning, but I suppose you axe off their legs, chop the legs off with the axe, then they're sort of unable to run away at that point, but you don't necessarily want them to feel the choking. You suddenly feel bad. It does look like he's got a little Christmas tree on his desk. It does line up surprisingly well. But you don't want... You feel bad about the whole murder thing after all. You thought you were really into it when you got the axe out, and then you went, oh no, I don't like it anymore. So you just bop them over the head and bludgeon them a bit so that they, conk out of consciousness, and then you choke them out to finish them off because you think, I can't. You're in pain. I've got to finish you now. That's my ABC murder. Anyway, I don't know what to expect. I have never played this game before. So, collect ego points by acting in the same way as Occupor. Okay. I shall stick a pencil between my butt cheeks and walk around, claiming to be genius investigator. From Belgium. I am the Belgian waffle of investigators.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Thank you.
Mr. Hercule Poirot.
Oh, yes.
You fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too
I do fancy myself, but look at this fucking moustache.
Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be.
I'll try and be clever.
Find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Endover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
I'd say.
It's some sort of joke.
I say, Jeeves, it looks like the mystery soda supplier struck again. Yes. Yes. If I do well here, I might actually be able to track down the mysterious cream soda raider. Oh. Nope, it's the 20th. Nope, it's the 21st. It's the 21st. Okay. It's Friday the 21st. Actually, it's not. It's... Fuck knows. Nobody knows what day of the week it is in the void. It's Wednesday the 29th. I knew it was a Wednesday, obviously. PC volume is a little quiet. Intentional? Not fully. But we'll have to wait and see if I can do something about that in a moment or two, because I need to... I suppose arguably there is a pause button there. Yeah, I guess I'll probably just have to have a random guess at how best to do it. So we'll drop it to 15. And now, is there a... No, shame. Can I X to unpause? There we go. You'll just have to sort of assess it on the fly as to whether it is better or worse. And by worse, I mean now too loud, of course. But we'll just have to sort of flit it up and down, up and down, up and down. Negative 20 dB is usually the appropriate volume to
Poirot. The murder took place in this street.
do it, but the game may be slightly quieter than some.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with the police.
Better not loud, okay.
Let us
Well, we'll
try
leave it
not
there
to
then.
Get our shoes wet.
I would prefer not to get my shoes wet. Have you seen the reconstructions in the bonuses? You will be able to watch a reconstruction of each crime. Now, okay, is there a sort of... No, I think it is all on the mouse. Click on a zone in the scenery to go there. When the cursor changes, keep holding the click and move the cursor to the desired direction. Okay, so I can talk to that man, I can talk to you. Can I not? I cannot talk to this woman here. I can stare at her. Are you gonna... Hang on, there you go. Turn around. I will stare at you. I will stare at you. I cannot interact with you, but I can stare at you. All of you people. I see you looking at this crime scene. Assholes. The butler did it! I cannot say that for certain. Although, you never know. It's a trope for a reason. Interrogate the cat? I can't. Although, he is going towards the cat. He's now looking at the cat, but I can't actually interrogate the cat. I can talk to my mate here. And I can talk to you. I can not talk to a police officer. I can not talk to you. I can arrest. I don't know what that's. Oh, it's a tiny pair of glasses. It's a tiny pair of glasses. I think it's meant to be. Everything is sort of highlighted red, but I think that is meant to be a tiny pair of glasses. I can put on my pince nez and look very closely at the shelf. First thing I thought was handcuffs. But welcome to James Games as well. Welcome to this, the ABC Murderers, or Murders. Get Daredevil to look at that shelf. That's true. It is actually very much a sort of Daredevil Scarlet, isn't it, that one? Look at the poster right in front of you. I would like to, but there's no interactivity there. It's one of those ones where I do slightly wonder, is there one of those buttons? I'm just going to... Oh, no. Let's have a look at the help. No, okay, that's not. Progress. Take advantage of the moments when the person you are with is busy in order to observe them. Okay, interesting. Left click on Jap, then hold and move to left to select observe. Okay. Interesting. Right, we'll try that. Get away there. Oh, hello.
Therefore, an employee might have noticed something.
I think that was just them giving me a clue.
Don't dilly-dally,
But,
Poirot.
okay, no,
Japp
that's...
will be waiting for us.
I feel like... Oh, I see, you wanted me... Yeah, that's the wrong
Don't
person.
dilly-dally, Poirot. Japp will be waiting for
If
us.
I want to dilly-dally, I'll fucking dilly-dally, son. I'm the great Hercule Poirot. If my dally is dillying, then you can shove it up your dilly. If it's a missing cat, I think it solved it. It said something about guiding your gaze. I'm sorry. I'm sure you were trying to help me, but now I can't ever read that. Move the mouse to guide your gaze. Of course! They naturally attract to the mice. There's one thing I know about the gays. It's they can't get enough of a mouse. All over the mice. Shove this dilly up your dally. Exactly. So, hang on. Where's this?
Dash. A puddle.
Oh, I feel like I'm not going to get some ego points for the fact that I just made him step through a puddle. That's not really Hercule Poirot, is it? How do I still don't understand how I observe now, but still, never mind. We'll carry on.
Poirot, you missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the
We never
10:30.
miss.
Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the
Information
head.
is summarised in Poirot's notebook.
Time?
Let me just check.
Check quick here. Poirot, I do not have all day. Oh, okay, here we go. Now I might be able to actually do the observations. Okay, so they're busy, so I can... there we go. I can use my little pince-nez and zoom in on you. Find 3 clues that agree with Hercule Poirot's remark. Move the mouse to guide your gaze. That's usually how you change an Essex person's mind. What a blow to the back of the head.
Is Jack being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
I don't know. Is he being too relaxed? Oh, he has not... Oh no, okay, fine. It's a slight smile. I thought it was the fact that he hadn't shaved. Oh, hello. Head tipped proudly on back of head. And does he have a rash? Oh, no, but we do... Oh, no, there it is.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
He seems to have a relaxed attitude. Am I supposed to be doing something more? No, I observed him correctly.
I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
I bet he is wrong, because otherwise it'd be a very short game. And although I think it is a relatively short game, I don't think it's that short.
Usher alive left her shop at 5:30.
I'm sorry, were you deliberately doing a little rhyme?
In the evening by an officer
The
doing
last
rounds.
time she was
The
alive,
door was open. That's what
that
alerted
was
her.
about
Been
5:30.
taken.
A little
She got
tobacco
bludgeoned
leaf
on the
and
back of the
for a
head,
few smokes.
and now she's fucking dead.
Value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but
This
separated.
top button's
no
undone.
children.
This is hardly a professional.
Aha,
That is very
Francis
very
Asher,
pro.
husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
It looks like he probably did. Ask his opinion. Too obvious seems like the opinion of a professional.
Too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes it is easy,
You
Pro.
disappointed.
Yeah.
But that.
Sometimes when it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it turns out it is a duck,
I'll be
not
with
a
you in
chicken in
minute, Poirot.
disguise. But how are we all today? And by all, I mean you too. How are you, Mr. Blue Goosh? How are you, Mr. Jones Games? Are you doing well? And are you doing anything of interest? Has Scarlet Witch made any sort of progress in any form? Because the energy, that energy was truly magnificent. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on some of that pearlescent paint stuff. There was another one which was like a sort of metallic colour shift paint that I've got my eye on as well. At some point I would try and do that. Not really been doing too much today. That is the point of the Void Days.
This
They do not count.
shop has a front row seat
I saw quite an interesting
An employee
little
might
one.
have noticed something.
I think it was the little alien creatures, sort of cartoony, comic-y strip. I've seen them elsewhere, so you might recognise the idea. But it was basically... so in a few days, you're going to change everything about yourself. Yes. But in the meantime, you're going to be really, really bad. And then it's like, yes, so that the contrast will be even greater. And I really like that as an idea. This notion that if you just slob out for the few Void Days, once you finally get
Jack is in a good
to
mood. I bet he
to
thinks
New
he's
Year, you
already
can
caught the
really
culprit.
up the contrast of your improvements. And I think that was quite amusing. So I think I asked this previously, but has anybody got any New Year's Eve plans? Do you have any specific things you're doing on New Year's Eve? Are you a partying people? Are you party people? Party people, say hello. I'm just sort of assessing. Obviously, I could click on any one of these. I'm just sort of having an assess. Let's have a look at the pots, I believe. Let's have a look at the pots. Oh, okay, it's not just the pots, it's everything. It's tidy for a cutscene. No signs of struggle on the floor. Well-ordered shelves. Oh, and the newspapers. Magazines and papers in order. I don't quite understand.
Any sign of
No, I was going to say, she was... But, you know, a quick blow to the back of the head. That's very much going to potentially not have any struggle. Now, what's slightly interesting is there a hand? There's a hand on the register, and it does make me feel like that I'm going to pilfer a load of money. I assume that's not the Poirot way, but let's find out. Let's see if he's willing to thieve the cash register. Oh, objects had secrets behind complex mechanisms. It's a cash register. I mean, granted, that's a very old cash register, so to me it's perhaps a complex mechanism, but technically it can't be that complex, because the bloody shopkeeper needs to be able to get in and out of it. Unless you're called Arkwright, that's the name. Couldn't quite get the first part. I knew it was a right, but couldn't quite get the first part. Unless you're Arkwright and you're using a register that hates you and only enjoys money, it shouldn't be that difficult. But nonetheless, observe the objects from all angles, click and moving the mouse. But yeah, watching Star Wars and timing it for midnight sounds quite entertaining. I assume, is that the first Death Star explosion or the second Death Star explosion? I'm assuming it's one of the Death Star explosions, but I've seen that sort of reference before. You've got to start it at exactly X time, and you'll get the explosion at midnight, which is quite clever. So zoom out using the right button. Interesting. Or click on the arrow icon. Okay, well, we'll find out.
To have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Yes, I have to check nothing is missing. Okay. So, I mean, I can click the open button. Do I need to do anything else? I don't know. Just click the open button.
Something is preventing the drawer from opening.
Interesting. Okay. So you've done 4, 6, and 7. Interesting. This year is 1, and Anakin destroying the droid ship. I see. How fascinating. Right, so there's obviously some kind of... I wonder if there's a way of seeing the side, perhaps. There was... Whoops. No, that's fine. I'm not sure... there we go. I was going to say I could have sworn. Oh, here we go. Interesting.
The mechanism has just made a fan click.
Good. Okay. That's something. I believe I have turned the lock off. But there is also the reference to 5. Which may means this will not quite work out. There's also... I suppose that's 8. Oh, there we go. 8, 5. It's a code of some kind, isn't it? For the life of me, I can't see the remaining digit, but maybe the idea is I just open that, and the next digit is in there. Okay. I wasn't expecting notepapers. I want my notepaper. That's the wrong notepaper. I've got notepaper here somewhere, motherfucker. Motherfucking notes. Here we go, I've got motherfucking notes. I haven't got a motherfucking pen. I'm too fat for this desk. God damn it. I've got a lovely desk, but an immense stomach. It's very difficult. Right, I believe I said... Well, we know for a fact the last one is 2. So, let me just... I'm going to pop back out, and it was 8 and 5, but what order? 8 there... and 5 there. Now, I'm assuming you'll agree with me, but just in case, I will sort of, I'll show much. Damn it! There's fucking dust everywhere now because I've accessed the dusty part of the desk, the part that doesn't get used very often. But I think you'll agree with me. My thinking is -5- means the 5 is in the middle. 8 -- the 8 is the first digit, and then --2, the 2 is the last digit. As I say, I don't think I'm breaking any amazing sort of sentiments there. I think we are just, it's a fairly basic thing. And yes, there's a little...
Something is hidden underneath.
Yeah, there is. Interesting.
Something is hidden underneath.
I know. Can you not pull the pull tab? I'm assuming the answer is no. Okay. So I wonder then, do we need to perhaps go into the numbers now? I suppose I'm just going to try. Ding! Yeah. It is also, yeah, the first puzzle was never going to be that dramatic, I don't suppose. But it's still satisfying to win. But who puts instructions for your cash register on the cash register? It's like having a sticky note with your password and stuck to the computer monitor. Slowly removes sticky notes. But I do know what you mean. What year is this set? I don't know. It's got to be 40s, 30s, 40s, isn't it? Burrow's 30s, 40s. I don't know. I wasn't prepared for quizzings. To use an object in the inventory, slide it onto an element in the scenery or a person. The objects that you stock in your inventory can also be examined more closely. To do this, click on an object in the inventory. Okay. Discover the actions which will give the most points. Intriguing. Shame about that guy who bought £852 worth of cigars. He knew too much. So, I don't know. What is that one? That's objectives. Okay, inspect the crime scene. That's what we're doing. That's my little notebook. Victim, Alice Asher. About 50 years old in Andover. But in other places, she's about 40. But in Andover, she's about 50 years old. She owns a tobacco shop. Well, not anymore. She's dead. Sorry, that was... Even by my standards, that was perhaps a bit cold-hearted. Married to Franz Asher. That's a shame. It would have been better if it was Franz Ferdinand. She lived alone. She was killed in a tobacco shop by a blow to the back of the head. That till accepted £100 notes. That's true. Interesting. Yes. I suppose that's where game puzzle has very much trumped logic. These are my little griselles. Is theft the motive for the crime? I would say no. Oh, shit! What is this? Okay. Here you are making the pro's little griselles work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Hover the cursor over clues to see their descriptions. Click on clues with the left mouse button to select or deselect them to answer the question. Okay. Is theft the motive for the crime? No. Is that the answer you were looking for, game? No objects of value for sale. That's probably the correct answer, I suppose. Or I suppose the till. Or do I? Oh no, we pop that in, right? And we pop that one. Yeah. Theft is not the motive for the crime. Hey, I think I did it. Hey.
Motive is definitely not financial gain.
Exactly.
There's no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Bro, I'm bloody good at what I do. I want a neuron trophy. Now there's the inventory. It was right in front of my face. The inventory is right there. Anyway, I can't. At the moment, I can't see an obvious place where a key would fit. Now, there's nothing stopping me, sort of. Slip. You're a fucking child. Would you like your key back? No! Maybe she had an expensive ring. He said it was likely for the back of the shop. Okay, well, we'll deal with the front of the shop first. Right, okay. The ABC! That's the crucial thing. Let's have a look in this. Is there blood pouring out of that bag? Yeah, it does look like it. This is alarming. Observe the object from angles by holding the clicky mouse.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
I mean, there is one way to find out. Oh, look in the back! It's strawberry juice.
Just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
They made that more dramatic than it needed to be. And now... Oh, there's meant to be a third clue here. I suppose arguably it might be underneath the book. Let's do the obvious thing first, which is look at the book.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
Oh my god, it is an ABC. And this is the ABC murderer. There we go.
Open at the letter
Yeah.
A.
Which I think is the point, isn't it?
On the book.
It's Andover, Alice, Asher. They're all A's. Now, it's interesting. There does appear... Maybe I need to have another look in here.
Red liquid is oozing.
We know it's not blood, Poirot. Keep up, mate. Keep up. You're supposed to be the fucking genius here.
No,
No.
it's just...
It is simply strawberries again. God damn it. I really thought I was onto something there. I thought it was not blood, and then it was blood, and then... Oh, God, it's confusing me. Yeah, what's interesting is there doesn't appear to be... Let's drop that down, because we don't need that. There doesn't appear to be an obvious third clue available here. So let's have another butcher's at this.
It's not just any railway.
Yeah, I know, it's ABC. I know I'm missing a clue. I'm trying to find the clue, I promise. But I don't think... I think... Oh, no. No, I thought that was something special.
It's open at the
But yeah,
letter
it's open at the end.
A. There are no
There's a lot of handprints on the surface. Okay, I'm slightly embarrassed if I haven't noticed. Oh yeah, you're right. You're fucking right. He's fucking right.
The counter is covered
Got
with
that?
footprints
Didn't
all
even
on top
notice.
of one another.
I thought it was just a
Fortunately,
poorly thought out texture.
to use them.
Always burgling cigars. I mean, it is a cigar shop, I suppose, isn't it? As there we go. 2 ego points. I'll give at least one of those ego points to you, James, because you did point me in the direction of the handprints. And without that, I think we'd have failed miserably. So, are we thinking... I don't know. I think that might be a separate area. So we'll deal with the body first. It was easy. Let us have a look at the body. Oh my god, there's 5 clues. Jesus. I struggled enough with 3 clues. I'm just trying to sort of
He
assess...
has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
I mean, she may have just been trying to sell it. Is there a zoom in? No, that's fine.
This poor woman's
What?
head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Oh, that's nothing to do... Oh, I thought... No. I assumed it was the lamp thing. Oh, he's gone Max Christmas. He's gone Max Christmas. He
I
gave
can't
you
see
my
any
heart.
other mark on the
But the very next day, you had a thought. This year, to save me from the
just has
smell,
one wound on
I've
the
given
back
you
of
something to
floor.
prevent
Other wounds are
farts.
sign of a struggle.
Think it's a cork. And with that cork...
This
Is that...
poor woman-
Okay, no, that is just the... But is that a special blood stain, or is that the
This
same?
woman's head.
No, that's the same blood spot. Oh,
I
is
can't
that...
see any other mark
No,
on the
okay,
floor.
no other marks on the floor. Was that our 5th one? No. Woman? Oh, she's holding something in the hand. Oh, I was close enough to count.
The tobacco shop store. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Well, she popped somewhere. Mostly dead. She popped to death. Right, and I suppose, as I say, I think that rear...
Cigarettes packets in a mess
Okay.
on the shelf.
Ah, we have ourselves a door. Oh no, we're zooming in on the shelf. Are we? Oh no! There's a man here! Get out,
So,
man!
Poirot, any news?
Yes!
So,
I'm working through things,
Footprints all over the
and
counter.
what I need is you to
Normally, the
fuck
tobacco
off.
shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact.
And this is because it's the ABC murderer. Keep
Could you
up.
have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Good. Now, you leave me alone to look at things. Don't contaminate the crime scene. Get out. Shit, I didn't mean to go in the woman again. I made that excuse at the court case. They weren't having it then either. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a neuron available. So, was Mrs. Asher killed on sight? How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Well, we'll try this one. Was she killed on sight? A pool of blood near her head. I would say that is definitely one of them. Declaration. Mrs. Asher seen alive 5:30, 11 p.m. That's not the problem. No other marks. Well, I'd say no other marks, right? And a pool of blood near her head. She was killed on sight. Yeah. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it.
The absence
but
of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
yes, good. I got me 5 ego points. And a partridge in an ego tree. No. Stay there, Poirot. I'm going to try the door.
The door is locked.
We've established the door is locked. We already knew the door was going to be locked. Because we have a key for the door. I just wanted to make sure the door was locked. We can look at the bed. That portrait needs straightening. And I can't interact with it. What do ego points do? I think they make you feel good. And that's not as facetious as it perhaps sounded. I think that is it. I think if you do it well, you get more ego points. And if you do it poorly, you get less ego points. I think that's basically the idea. So there's a portrait, blood on the pillow, and blood on the handkerchief. I think that's it. Oh, okay. They want me to fully... Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey!
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
I mean, you don't know if they were a lovely couple when they were young. Photographs don't tell you.
Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds.
It is possible. I mean, there is blood on pillow, blood on... very... Give a round of applause to our boy Poirot there. Blood. That is my observation, and I'm sticking to it. It is blood. It is not strawberry juice. It is not tomato sauce. It is, in fact, blood. Let's have a look in the box.
What a strange box.
Taste it. Might be strawberries again. Exactly.
To slide the slats of wood to
I'm thinking. Oh, it's a sort of Chinese puzzly box, isn't it? Ooh. This is interesting. I mean, one of the more logical steps... Oh, I see. You have to sort of zoom in and then maybe we go. But yeah, that looks to be the first step, maybe. Well, I must admit, the moment I saw this puzzle box, I was thinking of Taskmaster, where I think... Was it Phil Wang? I want to say it was Phil Wang. He bought in as one of the prize tasks, he bought in a little box like this with the sort of secret puzzly openings.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
And Greg just got frustrated with the fact that he couldn't open it. And then at that point, he flung it across the studio, and that very much opened it. So, I mean, it definitely looks like there might be something I can do with this side as well. Oh, here we go. We've got another button. Nice. Not got anything that side. We do have something this side. So I guess we'll... Yep. Another button. Not-ish. Now I'm not entirely sure. Ah! Back to this side. Where we can slide and button once again.
Do it.
How do you know? How do you know how many buttons there are? Oh, no, okay. Ah, okay. I was pulling it off wrong way. That wouldn't have done me much good. Steal the jewellery.
Bright blue stone.
Yeah, I bet that's like amethyst or something. That's probably worth a bob or two. Come on, Poirot, do the right thing. Steal the jewellery.
Who is this young woman?
I don't know. Is it young Asher? I didn't pay attention to the photograph we had earlier. Oh, we can rotate and find out.
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Who is Mary Drower? I told you to... Oh, you're the inspector. Yes, I'm finding plenty of things. If you'll give me 5-10 minutes, I'll find everything else as well. I mean, you don't actually have to find her, technically speaking. So the box, I think... Yeah. Oh! Oh, have you now? I've finished with this object. You don't tell me to interact with objects I've finished with. I am fucking Poirot. If I've finished with the object, I have finished with the object. Okay, this looks a bit more complicated. Well, having said that, not necessarily. No, it definitely looks a bit more complicated. I think it's probably starting here.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
I mean, alright. Oh, I see that. Snaps, right. So, Now, I suppose arguably we need to... I've gotten caught in that, and I think that's an immediate trap in thinking. But we'll carry on. I'll embrace the fact that I've probably fallen immediately into their trap of not wanting to change any of the other markers. Can we rotate the centre? No, we can't. Okay. So that limits our sort of options here. Because obviously it's either got to be that one, or it's got to be that one. So you'd probably have to make one huge line. I suspect that is going to be the case as well. So what we'll do is we'll sort of assess the sort of likelihood. Oh!
I heard a faint sound as if...
I'm fucking Poirot! I don't need your long lines. I just need pure luck. Pure fluky luck. Do I get more ego points for doing it really swiftly like that? Because I want more ego points. I'm desperate for the ego points now.
It is blocked.
Oh, fuck you.
It is blocked.
Fuck you again. I did your stupid puzzle. I put your little bitch in the thing, but... Oh, I see. New things have opened. There's a bird.
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move.
Okay. What about these tiny buttons? No, they're not the tiny... Smash it! Yeah. Again, I fear that too is my instinct. All right, I see. Or, well, I think I see. Do I see? No. It would be useful not to zoom in all the way. But apparently I'm going to have to zoom in all the way, right. So, what is that? I think they're all birds, aren't they? So that's sort of a greyish bird. How did you just get behind the cabinet? I am Poirot. I dislocate every bone in my body, and I slide behind the cupboard. Do not ask questions of Poirot. Poirot always has his methods. So sort of Flappy Bird. Interesting. So I'm assuming this you can rotate. Okay. Interesting. What about these sort of markings around the outside? Are they going to be a clue? No, I don't know. No, I think the idea is that is wings to the right, wings to the right of me. So we want to go think, and that should be that bird done. I can't guarantee. There may be slightly bigger twist to this. What are you? Sort of peacock? It's not really a peacock. It's a flower behind a bird, but that's not the point. So, kind of op head. Do you have? I think you currently have op head. Yeah, you appear to already have op head. So I think that one's in the correct position. And now, sort of left head. Left head for you. So something like that, I think, is probably the right thing. And then finally, theoretically at least, upside down bird. Are you an upside down bird? No. You are now. Yeah! I am the smartest man in the world. Because I am fucking pro. What is this bottle?
Medicine.
Okay. I know. Again, I appreciate you trying to make a game, guys. But that bottle was clearly facing the label front out originally. And I feel like it wouldn't have been that difficult to have just made the model face the other way round in the first place. Because then they could have justified this bit. Or they could have just skipped this bit. But either way, it's laudanum.
Denim-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher. And Dover Morley Laboratory.
It's shy. Well, as soon as I reached for it, it went, no.
medicine
You cannot read me.
in London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
And I believe documents. And that'll be my second clue. And again... oh my days. Yeah. It's a golf clap for it, bottled it. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. But again, with this letter, of course. What is that noise? That is a golf clap. Is that clapping, or should I be spelling it with an F?
Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint.
Mr.
Mrs.
Flint.
Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Oh, I'm sure she's looking on the bright side of her death then now.
I think I've looked everywhere here.
I don't think
Let us
you
see if
have.
I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Nah, I think I have not looked everywhere, bro.
This interior
See?
is very simple.
I told you. There are more clues to be found. This is you being lazy, bro. Modest crockery. A tap. A simple tap. And a stove. These are
Mrs.
important
Asher did
clues.
very simply.
I keep wanting to tell you to check that Xmas tree. It would be clever if I was able to. I'm going to try and wander over to it, but no, it just keeps moving. That's the problem with that thing. Oh, ego points for checking my eye, question mark? Or was he twiddling the moustache? Very difficult to tell. But you get ego points the first time, you don't get them the second time. Oh no, he is twiddling the moustache. It just didn't quite look low enough to... Yeah, ego points for checking yourself out. I mean, it does make sense. So what we got here? Inspect the tobacco shop's surroundings. So I'm assuming that means leave the tobacco shop. And Mary Drower. She's a suspect. Bit early to say that, Prora. She is Alice Asher's niece. And that is the victim. And they're the only people. It seems a little bit much to suspect the poor woman at this point in time. But fine. I suppose anybody who is not innocent is a suspect. Find your way out of the shop, bro. There's no need to... Okay, so we've got a bottle. Oh, that's interesting. She's now Nancy Bodley, I'm assuming. Has whipped out there. And very much filled the shelf.
Letters, a lovely large letters, 4 pence only.
I don't think I've got any pence. But what I do have, vinegar.
The smell could awaken the dead.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. Anyway, let us observe the woman. Has she got something interesting? Oh, what gave you that idea? Fucking idiot. She's got cigarettes, ashtray, and matches. And somehow he comes up with the idea that she might be a smoker. My god, man.
She must have been a customer at the
Fucking
tobacco shop.
useless man. Right, there's nothing else I can do with the vinegar, I don't think. Nothing else there. So I think it's just chat to the woman. You've put your gaze all over her. It gets me every time. I can't help it. I'm a child at heart. Oh, so the strawberries are not fresh. What is the price of lettuces? We'll start.
Lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
Was it 5 pence earlier? No. No, I don't think it was. Was it 5 pence earlier? Or was it 4 pence? I swear it was less pence. They were 4, yeah. I thought so. I don't know. Do I catch her out by trying to make her do mathematics? Or do I just simply accuse her? I'll try and catch her out.
What if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Okay,
Nothing,
fine.
thank you. They do not look very fresh.
Contemptuous.
Do you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
Emperor.
Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I'll continue to be nice. I feel like that's the
Madame.
Poirot way, isn't
Why
it?
should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
I mean, if that will get you to help me, then feel free to do it for my beautiful moustache.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Okay. So, I know she is envious, isn't she? Oh, go on, let us have some information. Oh, I'll get the clap out again. I must admit, I did that a little bit too close to the microphone, so there may have been some extra weird noises come through, but still. So, you went into the tobacco shop. Oh, shit.
That you went to the tobacco
Nope,
shop
okay,
yesterday.
I think we're fine.
Well,
I think we're fine. Apart from the fact that it does look like, which is weird, it looked like my battery was running out, which is clever, considering it's not actually running on battery at the moment. Huh, interesting. Anyway, we'll try and ignore that and hope for the best. Accuse her of murder! No, I think we'll remain Poirot.
If you saw something unusual.
who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
I don't want your stool! You and your filthy carrots! You've won the trophy Rustic Confessional. Interesting. Is there any point in talking to her again?
You again? I've nothing to say.
Well, I have stuff to say to you. Fucking pro. You are now a suspect. I have put you in the book. Went a bit more somewhere else there. I have put you in the book. Bit Nigerian, I think, isn't it? You have gone in my book. Not is it Nigerian I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the I think it is Nigerian I'm thinking of. There was an old sketch, I think it was Omid Jalili, but I'm not 100% convinced now. But he did one
Poirot,
that was like a sort of...
is the greengrocer causing trouble?
I'm not convinced it was his one now.
No, please leave her, Chief.
Either way, it was a very good series. Omid Jalili's TV series was
Found
quite
the victim's
entertaining.
niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
Yes. I will go inside and question the girl. Oh, I've got my neurons available as well. Okay. How do I explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Can we establish the time range during which Mrs. Asher was killed? Yes, we can, actually. I'll do this one first, because I'm fairly confident the answer is yes. Because the body was found at 11, and Mrs. Asher was seen alive at 5:30. And I think that's about it. Although I suppose, arguably, maybe there's a... I could have narrowed it down. I don't know what that piece of evidence was. Maybe that was a way of narrowing it down. Ah, could we reduce the time frame? Ah, okay. At this point, I don't think the... don't think the answer is yes. I don't think that letter's going to help us. I wonder if it is the missing clue. Let's back out of that and see what we can do. I'm establishing the time range. How to explain the presence of an ABC guide? Well, I'm assuming... Yeah, so I'm thinking the letter signed by the ABC murderer mixed with they're not for sale. Oh, mixed with something else as well. I mean, is it just mixed with the fact that it's there? It was left by the murderer as a signature. So I think we've satisfied that one.
Murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Okay, so I think we've still got some more. So the time range, let's have a look in for when she... what she was doing when she was killed. A cigarette packet, yes. Packets in a muddle on the shelf. No objects of value. I don't know how you do 3 of them, because obviously the cigarette packet near the victim and packets in a muddle suggests she was dealing with a customer, perhaps. Oh, I suppose... yeah, she was looking for a cigarette when she turned her back. She was taking a packet of cigarettes from the shelf. Not A for Asher, Mrs. Bodley, best look out indeed.
Customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
She might be next, and it might not necessarily be the ABC killer because of the way she talked to me. It might be Hercule Poirot. He knows how to get away with murder. Don't think he hasn't got skeletons in his closet. Oh, blimey, yeah, very quickly.
The victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
I'm curious precisely how he managed to do that. Question Mary Drower. That's what I plan on doing. Also, they only have access to the back room because of me. Oh, I want a little extra point. Okay, nobody else is in the room. I will just talk to you, dear. I will observe you first, for I am Poirot, and observation is key. Fist. Oh, modest black clothes. Fair enough. I thought it was the fist. She's already wearing black. That's true. She wouldn't have known, perhaps. Tears. Oh, lowered eyes. I don't know if that means anything. See, I can't read emotions. I don't understand them. I have none of my own.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Fragile. Yes, she looks fragile. She's looking for Giles. Where is the man named Giles? Okay. Demand that she stops crying. I mean, I don't necessarily think that's the Poirot way, but certainly not demand.
You are very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the
He's
only
perhaps a
family
little
who
bit
had
blunt
me
in
since
cases,
my
but
mother died.
I don't necessarily think he'd just pop in and go, "Stop crying, I am investigating. Deduce that the inheritance is for her." I mean, let's not
Your aunt
jump the
did not
gun.
have any children, is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
Sincerity.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by.
I want to see a
all the time
playthrough
and
of this
make a
using all the
scene.
dickhead options. I imagine it exists somewhere. If you can think of a question, it's almost guaranteed it's answered on the internet somewhere. Ask if Alice was afraid of her husband. Ask if she ever thought the husband would go through with his threats. Let's, was she afraid?
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like. Was she
your aunt
alright?
enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well
Ah,
cared
the
for
blood is
by a
probably
doctor
from
around
the
here.
throat, after all, then.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
Trick cabinets as well, we've just been through one.
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Yes, it
Why
doesn't
did
sound
she
like she
support
would.
such a goods for
Yeah.
herself?
He was her husband.
Ah.
She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I mean, she bloody well could.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
And I did not accuse you of murder once. You should be privileged. You should be honored.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
I bet it is, you
Well,
dirty
this
old
Prince
man.
Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jap says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Okay, we've got more information. Alice Asher's niece, 5 shillings a week. Afraid of his wife. Suspect, yes, Bodley. I definitely want Bodley to be taken in by the police. Find Franz Asher. Okay, I will attempt to find Franz Asher. Where do we think Franz Asher is? Probably some kind of gambling den, maybe? Or just hanging around outside. Or, he's about to enter the shop. Hello. Under the bed. I mean, in fairness, looking at
For
him.
him to sleep it off.
Yeah.
He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his
I
wife
mean,
used
slap
to do.
him?
He must have scared the customers away.
Can I get, like, $5 from the till?
I've finished with this project.
Okay, no, I can't. Fair enough. Can I give him the strawberries? Slap him in the face with the strawberries. Oh, no. Okay. It's just look at the strawberries again. In fact,
No.
no.
It's
No.
just some-
No. Get out of the strawberries, bro. Get out of the bloody strawberries. The man's obsessed with strawberries. Apparently he dropped something, did you say? Yeah, look at what Franz dropped. Oh, okay, it's the shelving unit. Silky legs. Silky legs. Silky legs. Oh, so it's the silky legs as one clue, and the
box of new stockings.
ledger as the other. I'm not interested in the silky
It's
legs.
Alice
No.
Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
Ah. If only we'd opened it the correct way round. For all the smarts that Mr. Poirot brings, he doesn't seem to understand how books work, because he only ever opens them from the wrong direction. It is down to everybody around him to go, no, Poirot, you read it that way, Poirot. I know that.
The fruit seller has debts too.
Ah,
Probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
judge the book by
Maybe
its cover.
Poirot was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Looks like we're going back to see Bodley. And this time, I might be a little more agitated. She has given me reason to believe she is not a very nice person. Accuse her of selling rotten fruit. That might not necessarily be good, but...
I am accusing you
Jacques.
of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me.
Ah, you've changed your tune now, haven't you?
Tim's account book. You owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
The book does not lie. But it's been established that you do lie. You lie quite a lot. So, no, fuck you.
Enough lies.
You!
It's not lies.
Liar.
But you're not quite as clever as what you think.
Now,
I'm
please
exactly
explain
as clever
your
as I
statements.
think.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks you.
Exactly.
You want to go to prison?
I'm playing hardball now.
Now that's not fair. I haven't done
You do not
nothing.
mess with
In
Poirot.
that case,
Poirot messes
I am
with you.
counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
That is more like it.
Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be our time frame.
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Okay. What did you see?
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
Nothing,
No.
because from the front it seemed...
Well, maybe
here we
something.
go.
There was a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her
I don't know
medicine
why I'm
from
zooming
her
in,
room and
but
that she'd be
for some
so
reason I
bad.
am. That's not me.
Mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
We found it in the back room, bro, remember?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Okay. So I think I have enough information to do my other... Oh, yeah. It's well collapsed. Oh, that is... Yes, no, that is collapsing slightly. That is somewhat collapsing. Okay, I think we might be okay again. Slightly concerning. Can we establish the time range? So, can we reduce the time range? So... Fruit seller... And... Body... Alice Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6 p.m. It is good to know that. Now we see if the old man has sobered up. Otherwise, I will slap him. I will slap him upside his brainium. I suppose I could just talk to the two men in
He's
here,
not
but...
in any condition to be questioned.
Okay.
I have to find a way to sober him up.
How do we think we sober a man up?
The priority is to question Asher.
I'll give it a damn good go.
The priority is to question Asher.
Yes, okay, fine.
He's not in any condition.
Okay, fine. Find a way to sober Franz up. Can't deny, off the top of my head, I don't know of any sort of sobering things that I have encountered so far. I mean, I suppose,
Mrs.
can I
Asher
put
lived very simply.
a pot of coffee on? No. Cannot put a pot of coffee on. Pot of coffee is not for you. Not convinced there's anything here. I don't think we can gather anything there or there or there, so maybe leave and find something else. Have you seen the 50 trophies to unlock? They're with the bonuses. Oh, maybe the vinegar smell. Can I borrow your vinegar, woman?
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Yes, that will wake him up
Take
something
it.
drastic.
It's what Alice used
There
to say
they
about her
go.
husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
I don't know if I necessarily need to empty the bottle at all. I assumed it was just going to be the scent of the vinegar that woke him up. Didn't I plan on pouring it down his throat? Now, me, I like a lot of vinegar. On mid-biscuit, so join our vinegary club. Oh, shit, no, that's not.
He's not in any...
Yeah, I know. I did it wrong, game. I did it wrong, it's fine. Wave the bottle under his nose. So it'd be very strange if... there you go. I was going to say, he's using it like smelling salts.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
no.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
We can observe Franz Asher. He's clearly a bum, and clearly been in the wars.
Rather a bad state.
Yes, let us look at his shoulder. It has been torn. Bruised knuckles. Oh no. I mean, I feel like bruised knuckles is kind of a crucial element, but never mind. Bruised eye then. Bloody lip? Bloody lip then, fair enough. I'm astonished that the bruised knuckles is not a key piece of
This man
information.
has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Any more insults you want to pour his way? He'll smell of piss, sir. Offer a cigarette. No, he didn't really threaten his wife. From all the information we've had, he doesn't really threaten his wife. And you know what? Let's start soft again. We'll start soft.
Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Beggars can't be choosers, you little shit.
Friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she's dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Oh, did she have a lover? I mean, we sort of know that's true. So let's go straight to lover.
Women are flighty creatures. Did she run away with another man?
Flighty?
Although in fairness, I don't think there's really a reason for her to have been murdered.
I'd have given her a good
Not
beating.
in a sort of logical sense.
Interesting. And
Because theoretically it's meant to be this ABC murderer.
at the end of the afternoon?
Now, I must admit, I've seen the TV adaptation of ABC Murders. I just can't remember it. I think
Come on,
polite
my
is
friend.
more
I do remember.
pro.
It is important.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
You've said that before, sir.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, look at the state of you, you fucking lowlife. Oh, yeah, we'll make
The
fun of
truth
him.
is that
Ridicule
someone
him.
gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Nah, so you admit you beat people.
Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's struggling again. It is struggling again. Oh shit. Nope. No, I think we're okay. Okay, one thing I do feel like I would like to do, if we can get through this bit at least. There we go. I'll pause that. Damn it, I can't do it from that menu. So next time I see it save, I might try and lower the graphic settings from high to low. Just to see if it makes a bit of a difference.
He used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated.
Because unfortunately it does seem to be kicking the shit out of my machine, which is annoying,
Let's
to
resume
say the
the
least.
We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Have you seen the timeline? Relive the events in chronological order. may be useful. Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting the actions that the killer may have executed. Okay, reconstruction time. Oh my god. I can't believe.
Enters the shop.
Yes, he does. He would have to. No, I think... Oh... I mean, strictly speaking, she's already got her back turned, so... Would he have just immediately attacked? No, I think he would have advanced, perhaps.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer.
You see, he killed her with a blow to the back of the head. Indeed. Yeah, I think it's ask for some form of cigarette.
The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Yes. Wait, did he have it upside down, or is it? Do you mean the book? Yeah. Okay.
Upside down before leaving.
Yes, that was how it was. I wasn't quite sure what they were referring to, whether they were talking about the book or the man turning around.
Exactly what happened.
Reconstruction success. It was a very easy reconstruction, but I suppose we did gather every single piece of information. I don't know if you can miss information, perhaps, or something. I don't know.
But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it. The murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Yeah,
nah, bro.
let's go back to London.
Nah, I'm never wrong.
If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately,
You actually think that the train will be there at 7:02?
See you soon, then. Are you coming?
You've finally been wrong
Let's
about
go.
something,
There's
Proro.
nothing for us
Well
here.
done. Plus, you'll be lucky that it's a train. It's likely to be a bus.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
No.
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He
I beg
has
your pardon?
a slight limp on the right foot and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Where did we get all of that information from, Proro?
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth.
okay.
I do not know what the murderer looks like. No one
Well
knows.
done, Proro.
Set hands on
I felt hook, line and sinker for your
What shall we
sarcastic
do, then?
bastard routine.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I would go and see.
Okay, here we go. It's just saved, so hopefully, if we just quit out, I'm assuming that's not fully quit. That's back to menu, right? You can never tell for certain with some of these. There we go. What we'll do is we'll pop the video down to low quality. Now, I can't see it making that much difference there, but I mean, arguably that's beneficial, because if it's not making much difference, it shouldn't affect my enjoyment of the game. But we shall see. I might have to lower that resolution as well, but again,
Daily Flicker, June the 22nd,
I
1935.
would prefer not to have to faff
Battle
about with
over
it.
control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
But it is rather killing the machine slowly with my... Oh, no, that's once again. There we go. Book. Witness the cabinet maker. Read the letter. Oh, I see. Have we had a new letter? I didn't know we'd had a new letter. I put my fan on you.
Ah, some cool hair.
Indeed. Everybody likes a little cool air. Oh, let's go look at my lamps. I'm gonna look at my lamps. My lamps are pretty. Oh, yes. Oh, interesting. I already have an ABC Murderer manual. It's me! The big twist is I.
Hampshire, population
I am the killer.
31,200.
Poirot has gone mad with power, and started murdering everybody. Doju, I'm Poirot. I can easily get away with murder. Let's observe Hastings.
No doubt
You have
about
grey
it.
hair.
Hastings is going to.
Okay. I was going to do the insulting Poirot, but you did it for me. Well done, sir. Well done. I wasn't expecting you to be a dick. Let's go grab that letter, because I think we... Oh, no. Oh, no. Can we ignore the letter? Yes, we can. Good. Excellent. Oh, no, it's dying again. Arg. Blargy, blarg. Oh, I think we may have looked in the mirror again. But, yeah, it's very difficult to tell, because it's not enjoying this at all. It's one of those ones where I'm going to have to yield to the overwhelmingly hardcore volume of stuff that is proving troublesome here. I'll try lowering that resolution, see if we can get it to not be a dick, but... Blarg, blargy, dar, dargy, dee. If we pop you down to something... intriguing that you have 2 of each. I'm assuming there is a reason you have 2 of each. There is no obvious reason you've got 2 of each. So I think... with that one, we'll try that. Okay, so... not completely buggered it. Okay. With a bit of luck. Maybe. I was expecting it to completely sort of blow up the world and force me into having to faff around with it all over the place, but maybe, just a maybe, we've managed to get... Now, I do wonder if we might have to do this ego trip again. But this time he actually goes to the mirror and makes it look like he's going and looking... I mean, it was just straight up. The camera is over there, okay? Look at my ass. It is the prettiest of little bottoms. There we go, that's a bit more like it. That's a full moustache twiddle. But the first one was definitely... Here we go. Is he gonna... No, he's doing moustache twiddle again. I wonder if we can get... Look at my pert bottom again. Or no, it's all just permanent moustache twiddling. He point blank refuses to do the pert little arse wiggle. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave the pert little arse wiggle as a thing that maybe just happened in my brain. Once again, Poirot unable to pick things up the right way round. It's going to become just a thing, isn't it, that he is unable to pick things up correctly.
What do you think? I believe that I won this round. The end of our affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
I think potentially some of the typewritery stuff.
Crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap.
The nature of the
to Scotland
typewriter, I think, aided in the solving of the murder. I might be wrong.
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it.
It's going to be Barry Barrows. That was for anybody who doesn't remember where Barry Barrows comes from. I believe I might have got the wrong name. It's been 2 years or so. He was an individual in a game whose name I can't remember, but I played it for the Advent calendar, and one of the crew members you could get was Barry Barrows, but it would match the idea. Or they're sending you to Bexhill to murder somewhere else. I mean, that would be a much better way of doing it. So, would you like? Are you after me sort of pointing things out? Because the eye is the same.
Certain characters in the 2 letters may have similar defects.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. All right. Am I doing like?
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
It does, yes. It's dropped. And the eye is double tapping.
This eye is weird.
Outside of that, I mean, I don't know if you're looking at... Oh, the W, maybe?
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Never mind. I wasn't trying to get to the...
Let us examine the characters in this
Okay.
word.
Right. Why? I feel like I don't want to. Okay, maybe this one. Ah, there we go.
Printed properly.
Yes, that's what I wanted. The W was not printed properly. What's that button? Okay, interesting.
Mr. Poirot. Well,
Well, that's the whole
what do you
thing.
think? I believe
I
that
don't think I
won
necessarily
this
need to read that again. So
time. We're having a crazy time.
yes, crazy time announces on July 25th. It has to be taken seriously. Okay, so if we go back to... Oh no, we can't go back to there. Oh, alright, this is looking around it. I don't think there's anything specific around it, is there? Maybe I want to go back. Okay, interesting. So do we want to sort of match the W's again?
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects.
Oh, I
I have
see.
to find some other
Oh, I'm
small
understanding.
defects to
Sorry,
confirm my theory.
I think you need to match between the two. You're quite right. I was being a little bit slow. You have to
Yes.
start
A
it
is
there.
Quite unusual.
The A is quite unusual. Confirm it there.
That's right.
The A is...
characters in the two letters
Okay,
do
here we go.
indeed have the same defects. I have to
There we go.
find
And
some
we've
other
marked the A.
similar
There we go.
defects to
I'm
confirm my
understanding
theory.
now. I was being a touch slow. But other than that, it's fine. And the double tap of the eye.
Yes, this eye is weird.
And the double tap of the eye.
Yes,
That's the one.
the eye characters. in
I
the
must
two
admit,
letters
anything
do
further, and
indeed
I'm not
have the same
100%
defects.
sure, but they're the key
My
ones
theory
that stand
was
out.
right. These two letters
Okay.
were written with the same typewriter.
And I did say before I even started investigating that the typewriter was key.
Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about this case, Hastings. Nothing must be overlooked. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Oh, whoop. We've gone straight in there. What's special about the end of a murder? I'm assuming... Yeah, it's Alice with the ABC. Andover and Alice Asher start with the letter A. And he is the ABC murderers. What can we guess about the next victim? It's got to be the letter, isn't it? As in, the next victim's name may start with the letter B. There we go. It's one of those ones. It's a little bit
So,
like...
Poirot, have you found something?
there's an element
I believe
of
so.
Ace
But I am
Attorney
afraid it is
in
not
it,
enough to stop the murder.
where sometimes you know what you want to suggest, but sometimes you look at the things available for the suggestion and you go, I don't know what you want from me. But I suppose that's the same with a lot of puzzle games, isn't it, really? Just going to recheck that newspaper just in case. No, we're all good. Leave Whitehaven. Okay, I will. I'd wait until someone with Z is up next. Not many of those around. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's one of those odd little ones where it's not quite what would be considered difficult, but sometimes there's a logic where you go, I know exactly what's happened. I just don't quite understand how to interrupt with the correct item in the old Ace Attorney ones. But they are usually quite enjoyable. But I can't deny, a lot of the time, I do wind up having to go and guide for me, please. Thank you. Guide me, please. Guide me. What do I do? Because you understand the general gist of the mystery. You just can't quite pick the right objects half the time. Or at least that's how I found them. But I haven't played every single one. I wouldn't mind trying to look into the rest of the sort of category. Because it's basically the sort of first one which I can't quite remember what his name was now. Bloody. But I think it was the first ever trilogy. But there's been a couple of other trilogies on top of that. Doesn't help the judge is an idiot. That's true. So I could take the taxi, and I'm assuming that's a taxi, and I'm assuming that would be back to what's it. But other than that, there is nothing around here, so I think it's time to just go to the police station. Although it looks like I'm going in the outgate. But then again, it's difficult to know, because maybe I'm going out of the area I'm in, but into a new area, which means technically I'm going in through the outgate, whilst also going out through the ingate. Ooh, he's got guns! Now, I can't investigate the guns. I can investigate his medals, but I can't investigate his guns. Seems unfair. I want to investigate his guns.
Jab has invested a great deal in his career.
Well, wouldn't you? I mean, you can't blame him. He is sort of... He's clearly fucking good at his job. Not quite as bad as some of the investigators. He's on the phone, is he? I don't know.
Greatly respected by his peers.
I wasn't paying them. You are the great Hercule Poirot, and you do not understand. Oh, it's interesting. He's got the phone off the hook. I don't think he's actually on the phone. I think he's just got it off the hook, which suggests he couldn't give a shit. But I suppose arguably a lot of his medals come from Poirot potentially.
I've always been fascinated by weapons.
Well, I'm fascinated by weapons as well. Get your ass in there and let's have a quick look at them. Anyway, let's observe the man. Because we might actually observe the fact that the phone is off the hook.
To be snowed under.
Yeah, I think the idea is he doesn't want any more phone calls. Telephone off the hook. Cup of cold tea. How can you tell from this distance it's cold tea? Sorry, I was a little too aggressive there, I think. But nonetheless, unless you've been up to that cup of tea, it might be mid-temperature. Just go and stand right behind him and look. Look at the cold cup of tea.
I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
Yes.
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
If I did not, I wouldn't be here.
God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year.
I thought
We
you said
have
good
no
dog.
idea who the next victim will be.
Genuinely, for a split second, before I looked at the subtitle, I genuinely, it flashed through my brain that he just went, "Good dog, Poirot. You've done a very good job. Do you want a biscuit? Have a biscuit, Poirot." Okay, the killer attacks old ladies who run a shop. No. The murder is unpredictable. No. The next victim's name will begin with a B. That's the
name of the
point.
second victim will start with B.
And I suspect it will be a
What on earth makes you
BB.
think such a thing?
Barry
I thought
Barrows.
about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written over the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
I'm sure there's going to be
We
plenty
should
of
leave it to
them.
work
He's
to
got such
protect
a
that.
sort of...
have a few days to prepare ourselves.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. The phrase alone, "thank you for coming," makes me giggle. Because of the whole coming
Chief
thing.
Inspector Jab.
But the fact that he was moving his
Does not
hand
bode
just
well.
above the desk as well
Indeed, we have just
did
found
not
the
help
body
my
of a young
childishness
woman
there.
on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as
Did you
possible.
not, like, put some police protection down there? Did you not, like, do something? I get the impression the answer is no. He did nothing. Also, fun little fact, if you've spotted it or not, it's going to be sort of in amongst the chat, so you may not spot it immediately. The load icon and the save icon, in fairness, so you may have spotted it on the save icon.
Bexhill
Both
is
of them
delightful
are his little
town.
tash.
It'd be nice to come back and visit.
Nice to be
I
known
do not
for
entirely
a signature
Working at the
thing, I
beach
suppose.
damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot.
Do not be offended, Hastings.
He's a
I
real
can see Jack waiting for us.
bitch, isn't he, Poirot?
And from his
I didn't
face,
know he was
I
this
would
much
say
of a
that things
bitch.
are not looking good.
So there you go. There was the little save icon. It comes up very quickly though, so I don't necessarily blame you for not realising it. And I apparently just unlocked the achievement Walrus Moustache. It seems to be a pleasant little town. It might not be. In fact, I don't know if I genuinely don't know if I've been to Bexhill. I don't think so. Not in an obvious sense. Oh, they're very patriotic, but no, we're zooming in on the apartment. Did they not go to the place they were told about ahead of time? Apparently not. No, that's my problem with it as well. Apparently they just went. We know the place. We know the likely victim. We'll leave it alone, shall we? It's not worth the effort, is it? But you'd have thought they could have put like some kind of logic. Oh, can I actually leave? Is that leaving? That feels like it's leaving. And Poirot, I don't need this shit. Bye. Poirot, outie. He just drops the mic as he gets in the cab. Fuck yeah, he just left. Oh no, Hastings is there. Poirot, you're not fucking leaving.
Waiting for us.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? You're the investigator. Get the shit back in here. You're not allowed to just leave. I'm fucking out. I'm Poirot. You can't control me.
What you doing? Chaps,
No, fair enough. You apparently cannot simply leave. I will waddle my way back down to beach and see what we can accomplish. Can I look at bird? No. I've lost a lot of words. I will waddle down beach. Oh, I look up bud. I cannot say all my words. The Ginger Cat restaurant. I don't really need to go in the Ginger Cat yet, I don't think so. I'm trying to progro. Barely even say the word. But, there you go. Thanks for coming. Oh, here we go. She's behind a windbreaker. And let's observe. Oh, that's Hastings, isn't it? Yeah.
He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder
Hastings!
seems to be troubling him.
You did it. You did it your way. And your way was murder. Oh, that's not the direction I told you to go, Poirot. It's fine. Down the stairs again. Up the stairs? Down the stairs. He's not playing that game fully, is he? He went, I know what you're fucking doing. I'm not going all the way up the stairs. I'm just going to stop halfway. Good thing nobody could see the corpse from the other side of that. It's true. I suppose this was the time before they had sort of full CSI tents
Chief Inspector
that were easily erected.
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot.
Yeah, well, I told you about him, didn't I, you
Yeah,
fucking
identified the
halfwit?
victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock. And we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come on, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For a woman, it is often the most important thing. It
Poirot!
often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press
Just
been
keep
informed?
saying 1930s,
Not yet,
1930s,
but I'm planning to.
1930s.
I haven't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing?
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Let us have a look myself. What else do we have here? Oh, I do have a little grey cell, but we have not really gathered much in the way of information, so I don't think that's going to count for anything. I was going to... there was a little eye on the beach. Sorry, could you...
There is
Could
no
you
doubt
there we go,
about
thank
it.
you very much.
Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
That'd be a fun little tour, wouldn't it? Or a morbid little tour. Just to pop round and do a little sort of ABC tour.
This hut is locked.
Ah, shit! This hut is locked! I wanted to thieve out of it.
This hut is locked.
Fuck! It's like these people don't trust a Belgian on the beach. A
This
beachy
hut is
Belgian.
locked.
God damn it. Maybe I'll have more luck with this one. Oh no, that's interesting.
The padlock is locked.
But it's also meant to be 6. And it's become 9. Is that significant?
This hut is locked.
Fuck. No thieving for you, Poirot. This is a bad day. I'm going back to the taxi and going home. If I can't be thieving, I'm not interested anymore. I suppose it might be significant later in some fashion, but at the moment there's no obvious significance. Anyway, cord.
Braided silk belt.
Ah, braided silk
May
belt.
have
Fair
belonged
enough.
to the victim.
It does seem likely, because she does have a sort of... Is that... I think that's the key, isn't it?
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt.
Oh, I bet that's going to be a 6. Is it a 6 or is it a 9? That's why it's got significance. Oh, she's also been choked out by the rope, yeah. Then we've already found the braided cloth. Poirot. K-pop, mate, K-pop.
Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant.
Interesting.
She was a great
Face?
beauty.
Ah, okay.
Strange that Jap didn't notice it.
Is it going to be Jap? Jap, are you the killer?
The
No
young woman
shoes.
wasn't wearing shoes or a coat. And
He's
was
so
not
clean,
wearing
he
a
leaves no
bag.
footprints in the sand. That's true.
Either the murderer stole
Maybe
her
the
belongings,
true
or she
secret
put
of
them someplace
Poirot,
else.
that Agatha
Maybe
Christie
so
didn't
that
have
she
the
could borrow.
balls. Poor choice of phrasing, perhaps, but she didn't have the guts. She didn't have the nerve to put in the books as an official piece of information. But the deep down truth is Poirot is actually an elf from Lord of the Rings. Because they don't leave footprints either. Because there is. It's one of those things where I don't know if you'd necessarily notice it by yourself in the film the first time. Possibly not even the second, third time. But when they're trudging through the snow, when it comes to the Lord of the Rings film, when the sort of Fellowship is trudging through the snow, they're all sort of bogged down in the snow, but I believe... I'm willing to be proven wrong on this assessment, but I believe the idea and part of the film is the fact that Legolas does not. He does not leave footprints in the snow. Being an elf, he is so light-footed that he can actually avoid leaving footprints in the snow.
The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times.
Or Last Jedi. Oh, yeah. That's another one where they subtly do...
Try and get
They
our
leave
brain
that
cells
subtle
to work.
suggestion that he's not actually present before the reveal. They do have that sort of idea. So, how was the victim killed? Now, this is intriguing. Because, I mean, the first two, I think, are fairly obvious. Silk belt, round neck. But... I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if it's like the no struggle, or I'm supposed to be suggesting killed by the ABC murderer with the braided silk belt with the neck marks. How was she killed? She was pretty, and she died of boredom. Legolas, the real Legolas. Hey, you've got a fucking great legs, lass. You're doing very well for yourself there. Has no legs to leave footprints because he's legless, yeah. She died of boredom reading a book on train times. That would be the big twist, wouldn't it? As I say, I'm not 100% sure what their sort of logic is going to be here. I think maybe the not struggle? Strangled by surprise with her own belt. That doesn't seem as logical as I thought it did. when you put it like that.
Belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
You said little great in the subtitles. I tell you, get that wrong. What are the common points between the Andover murder and the one in Bexhill? Well, easily enough. Yeah, I think it's just the 2 books. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, my bell fell off. Hey, you there. Be surprised if my belt was around my neck. Yes, so would I. Are the crimes in Andover and Bexhill the work of the same murderer? Yes. Yes. Because of the letter? No, Poirot is not. Apparently, Poirot is not in agreement this time, it would seem. Oh, I see. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Oh, which means, actually, previously I must have been getting them right. First time, owing to the fact that it does not continue if you get it wrong. I did not know that. I loosely assumed it was one of those ones where whatever you answered, it sort of did. I feel smarter now.
The usual signs of strangulation.
Signs of strangulation.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
Okay. Oh, I can still look at the beach.
There's
Interesting.
no doubt about it. Bexhill has one.
Oh, no, it's just the Bexhill Beach statement again. Right, anything else? That. Identify the victim. How do I do... Oh, key. Do I have the... Oh, I have got the key. How was it we... we inspected it like this. So, yeah. As we can see, the key says 6 because it's got the underscore beneath it. Which means, I suppose, what you're supposed to do... I mean, I must admit, there's not really much in the way of confusion here. Because 987... There wouldn't be another 9, but it's... I suppose they've made it seem like you're doing something productive. Oh, okay. No. Alright, fine. Look at it first, then. Oh, there we go. We have to look at it. Am I allowed to reattach that? Oh, hello. Not only do I need to reattach that, it is a secret code as well. 7. Fairly confident that is a 715. Heck, they killed the first victim with the old "what's over there" trick. They seem pretty amateur, true. Meticulous, but left the murder weapon, yeah. So I think we're done there. No, I'll put that up there. I don't have a nail, though, unfortunately. Am I allowed to screw that in? You got I mean, come on, Pro. Surely you got a Phillips on you. Flathead screwdriver or something, mate. Something. Come on, son. Oh, I see. It's a key and a padlock. So, use the key first. No, fine. We'll use the key second. So, I'm assuming... Whoops. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Padlock. I need to find the code and then insert the key.
Okay, so I think I have found the code. I'm going to assume we're looking at it going downwards. So 7, 1, and then 5. Doesn't make too much difference if that's not the case, but we shall see. Hey! First time. And now... Yeah. Do you know what? It's weird. And I know it's nothing that significant, but I do quite like it when games have you do this sort of thing. So I dragged up to lift the key up, and now I'm dragging to the side to drag the lock out. And I don't know. It's simplistic, but it does... I don't know. It does yield a certain level of I'm in it a bit more. Not seen a lock and combination in one padlock. Neither have I, truth be told, but, you know. We've found her shoes! And a photograph. Betty, there we go. Oh, Betty, she's done a whoopsie. Also, he's technically done a whoopsie, because strictly speaking, she's Elizabeth. She may have been known as Betty, but if her birth certificate says Elizabeth... Oh, I think, in fact, that's... I can't read that specifically. Barnard, maybe? Mummy's very proud of you. Elizabeth... something. Oh, unless the mother is Elizabeth and the daughter is Betty. Fair enough. Betty something or other. That's fine.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very
yeah,
proud of
okay.
you.
So Elizabeth is the mother, perhaps.
7 August,
So the murderer's not fucked it up as much as I thought he had.
So, the young lady did have a name starting with B. And she
Names.
worked at the Ginger Cat, an establishment
Names.
that might be slightly further along the beach.
I can't believe we're not establishing the fact that it's both names yet. I feel like that's a key fact that we've been experiencing all this time.
Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet.
I say that's the benefit of having a diver's watch.
She liked to
Just go under the water with you. I don't suppose they existed back then. Well, a variation probably did.
Could be useful to...
Possibly very expensive, I suppose. Oh, out we go. Oh, hello, Hastings.
The police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her
I think you'll find Jap is the police, Hastings. Keep up.
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty.
Oh no, there you go. She was supposed to be Elizabeth Barnard. Yeah, so he has fucked it up, hasn't he?
But
Dickhead.
Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind.
Then missing both names is infuriating. It is.
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading
I'm
to
assuming
the
it's just the dialogue is not necessarily directly referencing it, and they're supposed to know and understand. It's just weird that they haven't put together the fact that it's Alice Asher, Betty Bernard. Although technically, as I say, I personally, if I fucking put that up, but I suppose I didn't have the other screw, did I? That fell back down. Very disappointing. That's it, round. I don't mind which way. There was a ginger cat above the tobacco shop. Coincidence? Yes. Yes, it was. I don't know. You never know. Maybe it was the ginger cat. The ginger cat killed them all. In fairness, it wouldn't be that surprising, because cats tend to be evil.
Could it be the same
Delightful,
as on the victim's photo?
but evil. You have to keep an eye on those cats. They will try to kill you at a moment's notice. Hey, right on the cupola. I mean, I'd have called it massive breast on top of restaurant, but you call it a cupola. I mean, it's even fairly sort of nipply as well, isn't it? Yes, I know. I want to move there, Poirot, but the icon's not allowing me to do so. Will that work? Yeah. Okay, just about. Fine. That'll do. Well, that'll do. Whoop, no! I thought he was actually going to try and climb the wall for a moment there. He just suddenly went, and now it's time for Poirot to climb. Nobody expected Hercule Poirot to turn out to be the amazing Spider-Man. Didn't they say local people were questioned about a girl with her description? Did they not ask in the restaurant that he's right there? Obviously not. The only person who would ever think of such a thing is Hercule Poirot. Oh, we know that. We know that. Let's just pop in the restaurant and ask around. Let's ask around in the Ginger Cat. Ginger Cat, indeed.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
Why, thank you. Don't worry, you've got a few letters left, Miss Marion. Oh, we can look at the jukebox. Can we pop a little something on? A nice sort of 30s hit?
Any chance to make it work?
Well, that sounds like your problem. Hastings, can you lend me some cash? I want to use the jukebox.
Cafe. So this is where Betty worked.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Murders
Find
case,
someone to talk to.
whatever. Cash. No, Hastings. Cash. Money. Clearly not going to get money from Hastings. Oh, twiddle the moustache. No, I said no. Poirot. No, he's just sort of winking at the camera. Winking, blinking. And Poirot. Okay, that didn't work. I got my ego points for it, it just didn't do it. Which is unfortunate, perhaps. But never mind. I don't think there's... Oh no, there is something to inspect on the tables.
Table. Nothing is out of place, and above all, no creases.
Oh, very pleasing. I will look at you. Have you got creases? If you have creases, I am out of here. Poirot does not deal with creases.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the Ginger Cat.
She might not be. That's very presumptuous. She's religious. Strict appearance. Oh, in fairness, that means Poirot's well in there, isn't it? Red hair. And another till. Oh, and behind the counter. Is that...
This woman must be the owner.
You've made the assessment? Yes, the assessment. You've made the assessment that she owns it because she's behind the counter. I mean, it's not unreasonable, it's just not up there with the greatest of
I'll bring it
observations.
straight away.
Okay, Miss Meridian went and done something. She doesn't know very much about her employees' private lives. About 40 years old. And what do you want me to do? Inspect Betty's workplace. Oh, inspect the bowl. I am the inspector, so I suppose inspecting is what I
need to know
do.
the time range during which Betty was working on her own.
Okay, I'm thinking. Oh, hello. Okay.
These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Okay, I suppose what we want to do... Oh, that's not the photo I thought it was. What the fuck is that photo? He's hardly the genius investigator. He's just competent enough. It's the victim and a young man. That's not the photo I found in the beach hut. Or at least it's not the photo I thought I found in the beach hut. Oh, well, never mind. Let's have a look in the book. Because I'm assuming... Can we turn the pages?
Where is Betty?
I don't know. Where is Betty? Is she going to be the big writing?
Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. No. Oh, all right. I see. Yeah. Okay. I understand. And that's her handwriting, I believe, as
Betty
well.
worked from 11 a.m.
Yeah.
to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Okay. So yeah, between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Okay, I'm understanding what the information is. Plus, and then yes, I don't think that's got any significance
This
this
page
time.
won't help.
Okay, fair enough. We are in agreement, Poirot. This page will not help me. Now what we want to do is have a look in here. Now, which one... Interesting. Oh, these are table numbers, right. I'm going to have another look at that handwriting. It's 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Yes, it is in the Betty column. But I suppose what we need to do is try and figure out... I think it's handwriting analysis is basically what they want me to do. So I'm going to sort of make my own approximation of her numbers to see if I can sort of... It's just a shame. Just a shame this pen doesn't fucking work. Because it would be hugely useful if I had a pen that worked. But that would make things too easy. That would make life simple. If when I asked the pen to work, the pen worked. But big numbers, little letters. That's a good way of looking at it, actually. Yeah, a very good way of looking at it. But let's have a look. So, I mean, biggest numbers are probably that one. Although that does match the. That matches the 7, I think, a little bit. Oh, plus, arguably, if that is hers, 720. So I don't think it's handwriting analysis, I think it was time analysis. Or at the very least, I think this is one's key.
Most probably a single man. A whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer?
It's definitely likely, because...
May have been written by Betty.
Yeah.
There's probably another one.
Okay, that's fine. I don't 100% think it's that one.
No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times.
Okay. Clearly that's not what it was supposed to be. So I'm assuming the third one.
No Most probably a single man.
Yep. Never mind that.
This bill may have been written.
Yep. Never mind that. Do we go back and then we choose this one? I feel like it's going to be this one because of the time frame.
Most probably a family.
I didn't cut that dialogue.
Betty served the family.
Doing that by
and a
itself
man of
now.
his own, a whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer. This information will help me to progress.
Well, I think I've done it. Just a little bit guessing.
Gentlemen,
A little
what
bit
are
guessing and
you
a little
doing?
bit sort of
We are searching
logic.
for clues,
A
mademoiselle.
tiny bit of logic, mostly guessing.
My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective.
Literally an
This is
educated
Captain
guess, I
Mrs.
suppose, on that occasion.
Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that
She's
Miss Barnard
going
will
to
not be
find it
coming
difficult to be punctual. She's
today. She
dead.
has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What
It
happened?
worked, yes.
She
Took me a
appears to have
moment.
been
It took
murdered.
my little grey cells a moment to
This is
understand what
most
you were
distressing.
writing there.
How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
Well, I mean, it's going to mean you're one righteous down. Say that, on the contrary, it is an advert for the town. That's not going to help matters. So I think just,
What can you tell
what do you
us
know about
Miss
Betty
Barnard?
here?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know
I
at
think
least
she
that
doth
she had a young
protest too much.
Indeed.
Gentleman friend might have attacked her. Ask if the man in the photo is a gentleman friend. I think that's
man.
the
This
best
photo
one.
was found. Is this it?
Yes, that's
God
him.
damn it,
all
why are
right.
you cutting
I
dialogue
haven't
now?
seen him for some time.
Blarg. There's always something in there. Never just smooth as silk. There's always some issue. That would probably get her on side.
I find young people today very hard to understand.
Twiddle the
You
moustache.
needn't tell me that.
I got an
A few
ego
weeks
point.
ago, they argued
Think I
just
did it
outside
correct.
the cafe. Imagine what my customers must have thought.
I imagine they couldn't give a shit. Yeah, I think we'll go down the path of sympathising with her.
It was an isolated
I'm going to
incident.
try and get more information with the
Difficult
honey
to
of
keep a
sort of
respectable
arse kissing.
establishment if your staff shows
And I wouldn't
themselves
recommend
to
using
be
honey
so
and arse
shameless.
kissing. Far too
The
sticky.
young man only made a scene the once. Jealousy, no doubt. It must be said the young girl was very pretty.
Thank you for your time, Mademoiselle Merion.
She has been appeased. I went full young people are scum,
Customer
and she was
who ordered the
appeased.
whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, Mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes.
Ooh.
At this time of the year, there
I
are
really
lots of
fancy a
tourists about
cake.
you never see again.
I mean, in fairness, that's most of my
Time to
life.
visit Betty's home.
It's very rare that I don't fancy a cake. Usually, if I'm just about to eat something else, or have just eaten something else, at that point, I don't fancy cake. But pretty much every other time, even while I'm eating cake, I tend to think, oh, I fancy more cake. More cake for me. More cake for you. There's a lot of booze behind the bar for usually tea and cakes, yeah. I think that woman's bullshitting me. Oh, I think we may be inspecting things again. There we go. Good. So, do we think we want... Is the house... You said go to number 22 on the High Street. Now, assuming this isn't the High Street... Although we will investigate just in
Bexhill
case.
is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture. Although, personally, I prefer more modern building.
Okay, that's fine. So no, I think it might be go... Oh,
This is
no, okay,
definitely
that's...
where
No,
the
no,
photo I
no,
found in the hut
no.
was taken.
Bravo, behave. Ah, it is there. Okay. It's quite good that Hastings went and found it for me. That's quite useful. Well done, Hastings. Congratulations. I'm just going to sort of merge with you for a moment or two.
How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
Oh dear, she's related.
I do not know if that is a compliment.
Not that we're supposed
but
to
I
know
will
that
take
at
it
this
as
point,
one
I
for
suppose.
now. You are Betty's sister, I believe.
Oh no, okay. Fair
Yes.
enough, he's made the assumption.
My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
You're very lucky you weren't
Please do.
Brenda. I haven't said that. Betty, no. You'd have to be Beatrice? Yeah? Beatrice would work. It's earlier in the
My
alphabet.
parents are at the police station.
That's
I
the-
doubt
that's
they'll
the
be
point
able
I'm
to
getting
speak
at.
to you later.
If she
Do
began
not
with a
worry,
B and a
we
B
will
that
not
was
bother them.
beginning earlier.
Did you know your sister's plans for
BEA
yesterday?
as opposed to BET. That's essentially
No.
what I'm saying.
I
Oh,
arrived
dear.
by train this morning. My parents called me in
Oh,
a
dear,
panic
oh, dear.
when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was
Oh,
your last
okay, no, that
conversation
is-
about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never...